Oh, well, a full round trip on crypto or the overall market? I mean, I think both are in question right now because, as you and I both know, interest rates going up, 1 to 2% rise in interest rates easily take 10 to 15% out of the market, Andrew. So everything's being impacted. But watching you guys this morning, it makes me think of March of 2000. Unfortunately, I'm old enough to remember that, where internet stocks were cratering. Many of the Web 1 stories went to zero. And then, of course, there were a few gems, things like Amazon, that went on to do very well. And I am encouraged by the fact that Bitcoin is above 50% of the overall crypto market cap right now, which is, again, another sign that there's a flight to quality there. Now, of course, Celsius is putting pressure on it, the same way that the Luna Terra situation put pressure on it about 6 weeks ago. So we're in a bloodbath. This is my 8th bear market. I expect to survive this one as well. But I think it's just caution people to stay unlevered, but keep to your long-term investment discipline. Everybody has a long-term perspective until they have short-term losses, Andrew.
Right.
And then they start to set their hair on fire and run around in a circle. I would recommend people just stay disciplined. And like Joe, don't look at your 401k statement.
But Anthony, does staying disciplined mean buying on a day like today? Are you out there? I mean, you have been bullish on Bitcoin. If you're a true stacker, is this the time to stack?
Listen, I certainly think so. And with incremental cash that comes into our funds, we have bought more Bitcoin and Ethereum. We have a private stake in FTX. FTX is doing very well. It's gaining market share. And is a profitable company. So yes, I mean, the truth be told, people will look back on this debacle and say, I wish I had fresh cash to buy into that. Could it leg down some more? Certainly. We all know that whatever you think cannot happen on Wall Street likely does happen. And so we're ready for every scenario, but I think
Anthony,
the key thing is
internally, when you say it could leg down,
Yeah.
to your partners, and you look at the risk reward, what's the low in your mind, and also what's the opportunity in your mind, short term?
Well, it would be impossible for me to predict the low, but if you were at consensus last week in Austin and you saw all of the robust development that's going on in Web3, and you see the money that's being deployed, I think that the upside is enormous. I still believe that Bitcoin can easily get to $100,000 a coin over the next 12 to 24 months, but you're going to have to settle out where the markets are. And listen, we could get better inflation data by the end of the year as the pandemic subsides and as the supply chain starts to get more connected, Andrew. So lots of bad news out there. Everybody I know, I was at the Yankee game yesterday, everybody I know is resoundingly bearish. That's usually a good sign. You and I were in Davos, Switzerland a few short weeks ago. Everybody resoundingly bearish. The last time people were that bearish was in 2009 when I was in Davos. So there's a lot of contrary indicators out there. I can't predict the future, but what I can see is there's a tremendous amount of robust development and adoption. Remember, these investment banks in 2018, they shelved their cryptocurrency ideas. Today, they're doing derivative trades in things like Ethereum. I don't think there's any going back. Lots of good information out there, lots of positives as it relates to fundamentals. Just the price action is terrible right now.